In today's video, I'd like to introduce you to CoinW, a crypto futures trading platform where you can go both long or short on your cryptocurrencies. For example, on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on Litecoin, Doge, and they've got a wide variety of different coins. Now for spot trading, they are more limited. As we can see, they don't have as many pairs. Spot trading again is the basic functionality where you can only go long, you can only purchase, or you can simply sell, but you cannot go short. Whereas with futures, you can go both long and short and both make profit from either way. Now, just for transparency, as always, just so you know, this is a sponsored video, so I'd like to thank the team at CoinW for sponsoring this channel. And before we get in, just know that this is not financial advice, and I do recommend that you are an experienced trader before you begin with leverage trading, because it is high risk and you can get liquidated and lose all of your money. Just something that you should be made aware of before you even begin. But assuming that you are willing to take the risk, a small risk maybe, something that you can afford to lose, then you could try it out if you are interested. As always, of course, please make sure you do your own research, but let's kick it off right here. In order to set up an account, you simply go to sign up. And once you go to sign up, you will see the information that it's asking you for here. You need to supply the phone number, the password, the basic information, right? You can use the SMS authentication, which is your mobile phone number, or you can use the email version, right? The email one is definitely the easiest one. And again, you can find the referral code in the description of this video. You can simply click on the link and it'll take you straight to this registration page if you are interested in signing up to CoinW using my referral link. I would very much appreciate it. Of course, it would help support this channel. Now, after you've confirmed your email address and you've validated it and you've registered, or maybe you've done you went through the SMS version, and then if you did that, you had to have confirmed it with your code. Then you simply log in, and once you log in, you go to the balances section on the top right hand corner, and you can simply start depositing your crypto into the account just like you would on any other exchange, USDT or Bitcoin or Ethereum, etc. You click on the deposit button here, it'll open it up for you, and then you've got your ERC20 address on the Ethereum blockchain for USDT. You copy it, or you can get the QR code too if you want. They also support other blockchains too for USDT, so they support Tron and Binance Smart Chain, which are the typical ones. Of course, you've got Bitcoin here. Like I was saying, you copy your Bitcoin address, get the QR code if you want to make it easier, and you transfer some Bitcoin so that you can start trading on their platform if you are interested. If you don't have any crypto and you want to buy it, they also have the fiat on-ramp. You go to buy crypto on the top left-hand corner of the screen of the exchange here, as you can see. And then you just select the P2P version or the fast version, which is to buy with Visa directly, right? You've got this drop down here, payment method Visa, USD. Okay, that is the option here. And you can choose what is the amount that you wish to buy. You click on buy USDT, and that's pretty much it. So basically it converts it on a 1-to-1 ratio, but of course you can choose Euro, for example, if you're in Europe, or GBP if you're in the UK. So that's how you do this part. Now you do need to swap across to the trading account. Okay, so for example, let's say you've deposited USDT or maybe Bitcoin and you want to move it to the trading account. Well, you need to click the swap button. Once you click the swap button, there will be a disclaimer which will ask you if you're sure about the trading risks that are associated with margin trading, leverage trading, etc. You need to say that you've read this, of course, if you have read it, and then you click on confirm. And you see it says here you confirm contract trading. So here in the swap function, let's go back here, swap. Here we've got the option to transfer, as you can see. Okay, so yeah, you can transfer, say you got USDT and you want to transfer it. You can do the swap here between the asset account and the spot account. Okay, so the same with leverage, right? It's not open, it's not shown as open for me. But if I was to open it, then that's how it would do it, right? And then you basically send it to that account from your main account. And then the same if you want to withdraw, you swap around, right? You choose the, of course, it doesn't let me here now. So I need to click on this toggle here. And here I would have to go from the leverage account over to the asset account to be able to cash out to another wallet. But once you do this swap, then basically this is what you're going to see. You do have the option to trade in spot trading, but it doesn't make much sense, right? There's only a few pairs there, and again, it's not really trading. You're just buying and hodling pretty much when you use spot trading. And then for futures trading, this is where the risky one is. But that's why I was saying that you need to be experienced. And if we look at the .USDT swap feature here on this pair, you could see we had this major pop yesterday right after the news that we had. You could see we're down to 32.50. We had a little bit of a pop to 35.50, a little bit of a pullback, and then rip, and that went to 42.70, 43 pretty much here as the high when they were announcing the par-chain auctions on Polkadot. So this is how it is. As you can see here, this is how it looks. And then basically here on the right hand side, you've got different features. You've got the isolated feature. Okay, so in the isolated mode, users can hold positions in both directions, and the risks of short and long are calculated independently. The forced liquidation will only cause the loss of position margin. When the user actively closes the position, the loss and profit generated by the short and the long positions respectively will be immediately settled into the position margin of the corresponding position. And this is actually the safer one if you were to choose this. Cross is a little bit risky because you could lose everything in this specific pair. Okay, the available balance, like the full available balance in this specific pair could be lost if you were to go with the cross margin position. So isolated is definitely safer. And then the next thing that's probably safer, at least in my books, right, if you are to margin trade or to leverage trade, you should always try to do with 2x first, because that is the safest one. It gives you a lot more room for error. Maximum I would say is 5x probably, but again, I wouldn't recommend anything this high, at least not at the beginning, maybe 2x at most. Personally, I wouldn't be doing more than 5x, right? I know some people say that 10x is quite safe as well. It depends on your risk tolerance, but for me personally, a maximum of 5x is enough, because you're still making good gains if you get it right? If you do your TA, if you get it right. When you're just learning, like I said, 2x at the very most, just to play around with it with small amounts that you can afford to lose, because remember, you can get liquidated, right? Even with isolated trading, you're not going to get liquidated of the full balance, but there is that risk, right? So yeah. Now there are three other buttons that I'd like to talk about here, and that's the limit order, the market order, and the trigger order. So the limit order is essentially putting in a price that you want to trigger your buy or sell. Your limit orders do not get executed immediately until your price gets hit, right? So say for example, you wanted to get to 41.60 or 40, let's say you wanted to buy, right, and you wanted to buy at 41.40, so until it gets to 41.40 it's not going to fill. Or if you wanted to sell, let's say you wanted to sell at 41.53 here, until it gets to 41.53 is not going to sell, right? You can see it's on 41.48, 47 now. It's very, very volatile, right? So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Now with regards to the market order just gets executed automatically at the market price. So if you wanted to sell, you would sell into the highest buys here automatically at the market price. And the same if you wanted to buy, you would buy into the sell orders here, into the sell market price. Now with regards to the trigger order is a preset order that allows us to place ahead with an order price and contract amount, like a limit order, which will only be triggered under specific conditions, like a trigger price being hit, for example. Once the latest traded price has reached the trigger price, then the system will automatically place the order of this preset contract amount to the order book. So that's how it works. Okay, so I'm actually going to show you how you can do a trade. We're on the .USDT pair here. We've got the isolated option selected. We've got leverage 5x. I'm going to change this to 3x just to be safer for the purpose of this tutorial. And then we're going to place a limit order. We also have the option for market order and trigger order. Okay, so let's do a limit order. Let's say 41.51. Let's see if we get filled here. And we're going to change from CONT to USDT. This is the unit. It's just easier in USDT. And we're going to go with 20% of what we have, so 3.97, and we're going to go long here. Actually the price I just dumped a bit, so let's change this. 49 buy long. Let's see, we should be able to get filled. Success. Okay, so let's go down here. We are filled now, and if we go to positions here, we could see our position. Okay, we've got the options here. If we scroll down to the right and we click on more, we've got different options here. We've got the reverse opening. You can see it here. We've got partial liquidation, liquidation if you want to get out, and of course more, which then makes those options go away. it removes them. Now, depending on which browser you're using, you'll also be able to see one more option called add there. Because of the browser I'm using Mozilla. I've tried with Google Chrome as well. Apparently that option is not supported with that browser. If you use Safari, apparently it works. So now what we can do is we can set the take profit price and the stop loss price to protect ourselves. So let's say I want to set the stop loss to 41.35. Okay, and click confirm. And let's say I want to set the stop profit to 41.55 and press confirm. Okay, so now we should see what's happening here. I think in this case it's more likely that the stop loss price is not set. Let's try again. 41.35. Confirm. Okay, there we go. So you could see it set here, right? And the take profit is 41.55, and this is our open price, which is 41.49 when we got in. Okay, and you could see the price is wiggling now. It's not looking pretty here, but what we can do in this case, and this is the beauty of the options on this exchange, if you go to more, there's the reverse order here. So what actually happens is if you click on this, you can reverse your position. So basically, instead of going long, we can go short. If we think the price is going to dump, we can simply click on this, and now it's going to change our position. So let's have a look. So you can see the take profit is now at 41.34 if it dumps, and the stop loss is at 41.54. In the case of it going up, we actually want to set that as a stop loss, because if it keeps on going up, then it's going to go against us, because now we've switched to a short instead of a long. Okay, so that's pretty cool because it gives us the option to do this at the click of a button. So let me change this back again because I don't want that option. So once again, a take profit is set to 41.49 and the stop loss is at 41.295. So now it's actually changed the stop loss a little bit. It basically looks at the market and it uses the same difference in terms of percentages as we used to have. Okay, so it's not changing it exactly to the same amount that I used to have, but it's changing it in terms of percentages. So that's the awesome thing about it. So yeah, in the open orders, we don't have it here. It just shows it in the position section. And we can also liquidate if we want. There's no point for me to liquidate right now because you would be at a loss. But if I wanted to liquidate, I could just click on liquidation and it's asking me, do I want to do so? And then I just click on confirm. So we can do that, but there's no point. Like I said, I'd rather take the loss here than to liquidate. Because if the price does go up all of a sudden, then I'm going to be in profit. So there's no point of making this change, but the option is available. And there's also the option for partial liquidation if you want, and you can choose the percentage, liquidation ratio, and the percentage. So what basically this means is we can just take the profit as it is right now. We can liquidate our position so that we don't get into trouble here in case of something going against us. Let me see what things are gonna do here. 46. Okay, so yeah, that's how it is now. Now, one other thing, if I want to change to say instead of isolated to the cross margin trading model, then I need to cancel the current position in the isolation one, because it doesn't allow me to have a position open in isolation and a position open in cross margin at the same time, unfortunately. Okay, so let's actually cancel this just for the purpose of this tutorial, because anyways it's just $3.90. So let's click on liquidation, confirm. Okay, I've now liquidated at this price. If you go to order history, you can see all the different orders that we placed, and you could see that we've closed at 41.46, we opened at 41.43. So we are in a small profit here, very, very tiny, even though it says here 0.0, it's just because it's a very, very tiny profit. So that's how it is there. And let's actually go here to show you. Let's change to cross, confirm. Okay, and here we could do the same, place a limit order or a market order. We can do a market order actually. Look, it's gone up now 41.52. If I would have waited a bit and followed the rule, and this is why it's important to follow your rules, you would have almost filled. And then we could have been in the take profit position. So yeah, let's do it here. 41.51.6. This is how you can do the market order, but again, I do prefer to do the I do prefer to do the limit order in general personally, right? So let's go buy long again one more time for 20%, and here we could see we've got the margin in USDT 3x once again. This is the risk ratio here. This is the take profit price. So let's change the take profit price to 41.55. Click confirm. Let's set the stop loss to 41.45. Okay, if it dumps, if it goes against us, we want to, and it looks like it's a little bit buggy here, and sometimes we need to do it again. What was it? 41.55. Okay, confirm. Okay, now it's changed. So you just got to make sure that it's changing here. Okay, let's see if we hit this. Okay, so you can see here it went to 41.55.7. I actually fast forwarded this a bit because there's no point for you to wait together with me. You can see that my position is now closed. Now if we go to order history here, we could see that we got out. Let me see if we can find it here. Limit order. Need to go to cross. And let's go to market order, and this is our order here. So you could see that this is our cross position here, 3x. We got in at 41.51. We exited at 41.55 because that was the profit zone. It does say realized P&L 0.0, but again, it is actually in profit. It's a small profit, but it's there because this is 3x trading. Okay, 3x leverage. So yeah, it's 41.57 now, as you can see. It's still going up, but we got out at 41.55. So that's how it looks. And once again, you could do the same. So now we're going to do one more, and this time we're going to go short. So let's say I want to go short, open short. And let's change to isolated once again. And now let's do a short here at 41.56. Let's do an order here, a limit order. 41.56 and 20% for 396. Let's do this and see if we get filled here. I am taking a risk because the price is going up, as you can see. Okay, we're in now. Let's say the take profit price is 41.51. Click confirm. 41.51. As you can see, it moved it from open orders to positions because we're now in. It's just taking a little bit to move, and let's set the stop loss at 41.62 because we don't want to lose everything, right? We want to always protect ourselves, our buys. So let's see if this is going to go down or if it's going to keep on going up. Now if it goes down to 41.51, then I'm going to be in profit. But I do have the option to click on liquidation, like I said, or I can go to more and change the reverse position. If I think this is going to go up, it's going to reverse it for me, and it's going to place an order with the take profit and the stop loss in the reverse position based on the same percentage difference that I've got between these two, as you can see here. And then I've got the option for partial liquidation. And like I said, if you are using Safari browser, you will have another button there called the add button in order to add on to it. The team are working on fixing that issue that they've got at the moment, so that it can show up in other browsers as well, like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, like I'm using in this example. So yes, that's been it from today's tutorial. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of CoinW? Do you like the exchange? Will you be personally using it? Will you be taking a small risk, or are you going to stay away from it? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to get your thoughts. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.